listen to
Word.
that you guys won't like.
He's got some long blonde hair now.
It's like, shorter blonde, but it was like the Joker green.
What?
Well, I mean,
Like Jared Leto?
Yeah.
Yes, look here.
I feel like if you're in a metal
This
band,
is Chris
all
Brown.
hair
He
is
looks
just
really fucking weird. He's kind of he really is weird.
Yeah, he is a weird dude, but shorter blonde. But
What's
he's
happening?
Good.
I was wondering that.
You're fine.
Oh, we're good. Okay, cool.
Like Jared Leto? Yes.
I feel like I'm in
There's an
podcastception
echo,
right now.
and I don't like
No, I
it.
just had our live link up, so.
Just like we couldn't do Facebook shareception earlier, which really frustrated me.
I know, but
I'm a I'm a bald chimpanzee when it comes. Like I can't Facebook very well.
I'm the one that asked you to. I asked you to share it, and then I realized that I was sharing a post that I wanted you to share. So it would have been like sharing Inception.
Yeah, I love how you worded that.
It just wouldn't fucking work.
You can't
share a share of a share.
I didn't even think about it. I just saw that.
Hey,
and
Leonardo
I hit share.
DiCaprio could do it.
Yeah, you know.
So,
I
okay.
didn't have that kind of time today.
So this is what my dumbass did. First, I shared it, and it was just a link to the page or whatever. I was like, oh, maybe it was a mistake. So I deleted that post, shared it again, same thing, and I was like, no, this is what's happening. I knew it was happening.
Right.
I just wanted to vent about it.
Right.
And then my dumbass, well, my phone was being weird. It wouldn't let me. It said I was copying like your post, and then whenever I pasted it, it wouldn't paste. It was just pasting the last thing I copied. So I got really frustrated. And then for some reason, since it wouldn't let me copy the link, I thought it would be a good idea to try to type in the entire YouTube link. And it's fine as long as you get to youtube.com/watch, and then it's like / question mark capital X lowercase t s. And I was like,
here's the deal.
I was flipping screens. I was like, God damn it.
The deal is we have to have 100 subscribers on YouTube. So we've got way over that on everything else. But since we just started this YouTube thing, we don't have many subscribers. And to combat, I guess, like fake accounts, they put a 100 subscriber limit before we can make our own custom URL. So we need fucking subscribers.
So we can't just buy subscribers for that? Or?
Oh, sure, yeah, you can.
I'm kidding.
Fuck all that.
I'm kidding. That's a joke. That's an inside joke.
They really don't want us to waste their time. They're like, you motherfuckers better be important or we ain't giving you nothing.
But
You're
really,
not the real deal. Go fuck yourself.
Not super important though, because we only need 100 followers. So.
Yeah, that's really not.
Yeah, I mean,
not a big deal.
we got that. The Information Assault Army can take care of that.
Can we call it an army?
I don't know, a small battalion,
It could be a battalion.
a club.
It's a cult.
I prefer to call it a tribe. Can we be a tribe?
We could be a tribe.
I like the word tribe. Yeah, cult was way
Tribe.
too dirty, way too far.
Well, I guess now that we're in things and rolling things, I forgot. Bulletproof Works. Check them out. Facebook.com/BulletproofWorks. Not to derail everything, but we have a guest. We had some scheduling conflicts. We were supposed to have STG Motorsports in here today, but
Not like we promoted the shit out of that.
It's not
today or
like,
anything,
yeah,
but
I think we all shared that this time.
Would he cancel at 8:20?
yeah, you know.
I was like, hey man, sorry, running late. Just got off work. It's 8:05. I'll be there ASAP. Don't worry, our fucking guest canceled anyway.
Yeah. I checked
Well,
that
I mean,
as I
I-
went to the gas station to
It's-
get beer.
It's really my bad because I didn't we booked this last week, didn't follow up. I didn't follow up until like 10 minutes before.
Yeah, for sure, got to follow up, brother. Man.
Yeah, and I mean, I get it. He was busy. I forgot, you know what I mean? I just knew I was doing a podcast. I forgot to follow up with him. He forgot to follow up with me. Shit
Come on,
works,
bro.
you know?
You're the brains of this entire
Hey,
thing
man.
here.
Hey, man, do you see this studio and all these cameras? This kid, mono. You guys just show up and talk.
It's true.
But anyways, Tiller came. This is my buddy Tiller. If you guys don't know him, call him Tiller, Trilla. And
Mountain man.
Hey, diddly, hi, diddly.
hey, no, me and him have been friends for a long time. I think everybody here will enjoy his company. We're just gonna talk current events and just about fucking life. There's a lot going on in the world. You know what I
Dude, me
mean?
and Tiller have known each other for a long
Time.
How
I mean,
long?
It's just as long.
Longer than me and you?
No.
Longer that my mom and his mom are like used to be like besties.
Oh, you
I don't
you
know
almost
why.
did a scissoring.
I
Like
don't-
they
yeah.
used to scissor.
Strike that from the record,
That's
please.
so weird.
I'll edit that out. We're
I
not live or
actually
anything.
had to ride in his mom's trunk to school one day. I didn't have to. I chose to.
Dude, I remember that
It was
because
a good-
I was in the car.
Yeah, it was a good ride. Me and Jordan Wolf. Thank God it was a big trunk.
Yeah.
Dude, that was in the old Buick.
Yeah.
and those things had huge fucking
Oh,
trunks.
yeah,
Those
we had
old
enough
grandma
room.
cars.
We had enough room to do some unsatisfactory things.
What?
What were you guys doing with each other in the trunk?
You don't want to know.
Dude, and my mom allowed that. She gave no fucks.
She definitely allowed it.
God, I love my mom. She's just, oh, yeah, come on, kids.
Yeah,
Let's
I
get
don't
to
care.
school.
I don't know why, but I'm just imagining you and him doing gay shit back there.
Well,
Yeah, I
we
mean,
were
you
the
really-
Jordans.
You really portrayed it like that, bro. It's kind of raunchy.
Like I said, we'll just strike that from the record. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I think is that 2 edit points now on our live show that I got to do.
Yep.
Interesting. It's gonna be
You done
interesting.
fucked up.
Oh, Conor McGregor.
Oh, Conor McGregor.
Yeah, that's the big news of the night.
So
I feel
shockingly, he's not retired.
Oh God! Anybody that really thought that he was going to retire without fighting Nate Diaz again, you're crazy.
Well, I legitimately thought there was a possibility that he wouldn't fight in the UFC again, but I
Yeah.
for sure knew that he would fight again one way or the other.
Well, did you guys read his post today? At the very end of it, he's like, all right, to all my people that I'm under contract with, no, I am not retiring, like in all capitals.
Well, I think they're still. You think he's still going to be in UFC 200 though?
If the money's right.
Yeah, if he can, why wouldn't he?
Well, I mean, he wasn't bitching about money though. He was bitching about having to come all the way to Las Vegas to do press.
Yeah. I did like the analogy he used. I read an article. I didn't read the actual post, but I read excerpts from it. And he said that he's been caught up in promotions, a.k.a. caught up in handing out flyers. Is
Right,
that was
right,
what he
right.
said? He's like, but
Yeah.
sometimes you got to stop handing out flyers and get back to the shop.
Right.
Right.
They
So-
should just hologram him like they do Chief Keef.
That'll work.
That would
It's
work.
just-
But I mean, he has such a valid point in that post because I read the entire thing. And if you think about it, like a big part of that sport is mental. And you can't have a good fucking mental game if you're running around. Okay, fucking great that a professional athlete finally said, like, get the fuck out of my face. Like, yes, I'm a big fucking deal. Get out of my face, though. If you want me to be the big deal, let me do the big deal. I don't need you here fucking talking to me about it and getting in my face about it. I just need to go do it and focus on it.
He's like legit. He's bigger than the UFC. Like,
Yeah.
and this proves
Yeah.
it.
Dude, and the funniest part was when he's like, I'm done doing Tim and Susie's bullshit morning shows.
Especially like when Conor McGregor goes on any sort of morning show, does any sort of press, he's on 10. Like, he's cranked up all the way.
And-
he can't just be like, yeah, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to hit him pepper with some rights, make him fall asleep, and he's going to hit him with the left. Nobody can handle it. No, that's not Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
He's in your face.
yeah.
Fuck you. You're a bitch. You don't train
Yeah.
with anybody.
And he's in a 3-piece suit, sunglasses still on,
Yeah.
just chilling.
Dude.
And-
Balling.
King
I
Kong
love that
tattoo.
about him in a way, you know? Like, he has fucking old school class.
Well, you don't
Nobody gets that. Yeah, you don't get that anymore.
It's the Irish blood, you know? It's
Yeah,
just that.
Yeah.
And not to mention, he does it all with class.
Yeah.
It's all classy. You don't get classier than Conor McGregor. It's crazy.
I'm not going to lie. If I had that money, I would dress like him to go tattoo every day and treat it like a
Fuck
fucking
yeah.
treat it
Why
like
not?
a fucking office, man.
Did you see him on Conan? He was in this suit and he was talking to Conan about, yeah, I'm going to roundhouse kick Diaz to the face and knock him out. And Conan's like, well, get up and show me. In his badass suit, he just gets up and just roundhouses like 4 times. Conan's like, holy shit.
I got to be honest. If I had that money, I would dress really nice, but I wouldn't wear a tie.
You don't think so?
If
Yeah,
I
I'm
had
not-
fuck
I'm not
you
a
money,
tie
I'd say
guy.
fuck you ties.
Fuck
Well,
you, tie.
you got a big girthy neck.
Yeah,
I can't,
that's a lot of material for just one tie.
You'd you'd go Miami Vice with just the suit jacket and the dress shirt.
Yeah, popped collar.
Yeah, like the pink or like baby blue dress shirt.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
There's a lot of people who need like big and tall. Yes, he still wants to fight. I hope he fights. I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do, but I mean, I'm gonna bet on Connor. Whatever happens.
Would you bet on Connor versus Kimbo?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That Connor would take Kimbo?
Connor would just have to survive the first round, and Kimbo would be so tired he wouldn't be able to block the punches.
Yeah.
Dude,
And
seriously.
Kimbo's 52, so even if Connor's punches aren't super strong compared to other heavyweights, like he's just gonna wear him out at 52 years old.
Who was the
Okay.
dude off of he was he was either a fighter or the dude off of Game of Thrones. That super huge 6 foot tall guy. He's from another country.
Oh yeah, the mountain.
The mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a great name.
What's his
I don't know what
full
his name is. I don't know.
It's like Oscar.
Yeah, he's
It's crazy.
Yeah,
He's
did you
a
guys
foreigner,
see
I
that
can't-
video of him fighting him? You know, it was the funniest thing because like if he
Just
would have got a
sparring.
hold of Connor, he would have fucked him up.
yeah.
But Connor's just so light and spry on his feet. He just comes in. He just kept hitting him in the gut. Just bop, 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 and it was the funniest fucking
like
thing,
swats
man.
him away like a fly. He's like,
He really
Yeah.
did. But I mean, I feel like that's what he would do with Kimbo. But Kimbo's not that big, so he would
would
fuck
hurt.
him
It
up
would
10
hurt
times
Kimbo.
worse.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I think he's finally starting the revolution. Because I mean, everybody's got to agree the UFC underpays their motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, GSP's kind of in on it too. They were talking about GSP coming back, and he's like, "Fuck you, Reebok."
Yeah,
He's like, "I'm not coming back and wearing a fucking Reebok fight kit."
Well, dude,
He's sponsored by Under Armour. He doesn't fight. He's sponsored by Under Armour still. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what his contract is with Under Armour, but for sure he's making more money than he'd ever make for Reebok.
Oh,
yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
I mean, probably just for his name. I mean,
He probably fucking goes to like training. He just probably does seminars wearing an Under Armour shirt. Gets paid $4 million.
exactly.
yeah.
Has like one shoe.
He's GS fucking Pete. man.
GSP UAs, baby.
I hope that if Under Armour designs some shoes, that they're better than the Reebok pumps for Chris Weidman.
I still love the Chris Weidman shoes.
No.
I do too.
Yeah.
Let me get some.
Yes, I've
Pumped
been the
all
only
the
one
way.
for the last 37
You can just,
weeks
like,
on this
the
podcast. I've been
American
the
flag
only one.
ones.
Either way, it doesn't matter. They're pumps.
I got to show you these.
That's even better if they're
They're-
American flag.
That's what I'm saying. The
Yeah.
American flag makes it. Like I don't.
Oh, they're American.
Not
flag.
only are they Reebok pumps, but you're telling me that they're American flags?
That's
I mean-
only acceptable on 4th of July when
No,
you're fucking
no.
You're doing
drunk as shit
you're doing
all
some
day.
weird things on fucking. There they are,
Yeah,
though.
you need
There
to-
they are. Look at those beautiful
Yeah.
shoes, Tiller.
Okay,
Back
those
me
are
up.
awful.
Back
Those
me up on
are
those shoes.
awful.
I like how it's the one is stars and the other one's
Exactly,
stripes.
you have
That's
to
even
separate
better.
it.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's
Huh.
so gay.
I might try to find those tonight. and
They're
then
probably
size 15.
$474. I'm not gonna do it, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
beautiful.
Reebok thinks their shit's like got Michael Jordan piss in it or something. I don't know.
hey man, they've probably sold at least 7 fight kits, so they know what they're doing.
Yeah, it's like the whole 7 fight kits.
Did you guys see that? That I think it was a tweet or something where some priest or something is claiming that he died and went to heaven and took pictures on his iPhone.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm so glad you brought this up.
So there's this. I don't know if he's
Yes.
a priest or a pastor or whatever the hell he is, but he claims that I don't know if he died or if he was just stolen away to heaven. I
No,
think
like
is what they
he's
said.
super in touch with God and whatnot.
Yeah, so he
They're
went
besties.
to heaven and he took pictures of heaven on his iPhone, and he's selling these pictures. No, he's not just giving them away to his flock. He's selling them for $5,000 a piece.
Oh,
Dude,
wow.
I want to meet the guy that photoshopped those photos for him.
Hey, I want to meet the guys who paid
That's-
$5,000 for the pictures.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slap them in the face.
No, I don't.
I'm gonna just take them and put them on Tumblr.
I mean, that's as bad as the people that buy jars of fresh air. Have you seen?
Hey.
yeah, that's strange.
Yeah.
What about I got another thing here. Kobe Bryant's last game, they sold a bag of air from inside the Staples Center for $15,000 on eBay.
15 grand?
Yeah.
What?
For the air? And so you want a bunch of sweaty, nasty fucking
Well, hey, Kobe might have
Cheetos and
breathed
beer
it.
air.
All right,
Oh my god.
let me preface. This isn't racist, but he's got a huge following in Korea, China, and they all paid to come over, and that's who bought the bag of air. I can't say that those people are sane. I don't get it.
Well, if it was someone from Beijing, the freaking fresh air from inside the Staples Center is way nicer than what they got outside the front
That's a
door.
good point.
So they're
Right.
probably actually just opening it like legitimate usage. Like we could probably actually just sell them bottled air from Pontoon Beach.
Yeah, I'm in.
and they'd be okay with it.
I think we got a market here.
So, I mean, what's the markup going to be, and what's the name of our company?
stuff.
Just call it air.
Just air.
Well,
air.
maybe we should call it beach air though, to give off the
Beach air?
give off the vibe that there's actually
Like it's
a
really
beach
fresh.
here.
Or just Midwestern air.
And it wouldn't be a lie because it's from Pontoon Beach.
Oh,
No one has to know that we're in the
yeah.
fucking middle of the country and there's no ocean here.
I applaud you for this idea.
When it rains a lot, it floods the cornfields, and you got kind of like a beach.
So let me ask you this: do we compress the air,
No.
or do we just buy bottles, screw the lid on, and ship them out?
You actually just buy like a bunch of cases of Dasani and then just pour that water out and then just recap it and sell it.
No.
You're good to go.
Yeah.
You just use the empty beer bottles because there's such an abundance. Because that's the only thing anybody does around here is drink beer.
I think
You
we
can get
literally
those
just
for free.
we just go to Walmart and just buy the mason jars that already have a lid on it and just ship those out.
Yeah, that's even easier
Piecemeal
than
them
my
out.
plan.
Buy wholesale, sell them when just
You
like
gotta like go out into a field and jump in midair and then cap it really fast.
Just one, just for a
Yeah.
promotional video. The rest, who
The
gives
rest
a
of
shit?
it, there's just fuck it. You're just sitting there opening jars, hold it up for a second, put the lid back on. All right.
I mean,
we're
do
good
you have to
go.
like swoop it like really
Ship-
fast and
ship
then get the
them
lid
bitches
on?
out.
You know what
only
I mean?
again only for the video.
Yeah.
And then be like, oh, we promise we do this for all of them.
We do it all, and then meanwhile we buy mason jars that we never open. We just sell them.
They're just stale and smell like old rancid stank.
Dude, I just like it. Just baffles me that people actually buy this shit.
Hey man, I don't know what to tell you. It happens.
If I just had an extra 15 grand laying around, I'd spend it on some weird shit.
Wait a minute. How rich do you have to be to consider 15 grand?
That's what I was
just
about.
laying around.
Rich enough to buy just air from the Staples Center, apparently, whatever that number is.
Yeah, you've already got a Bugatti at that
All
point.
right, so
Yeah.
so you're Bill Gates.
Yeah, if I'm Bill Gates, I'm buying a lot of weird shit. Well, I don't know. Bill Gates is a really good guy.
eBay
It's
has
like-
their own like weird section. Even they have like I don't even want to get into it.
All right,
But
so you're
it's
Mark
strange.
Zuckerberg.
Please tell me. Elaborate just a little.
Oh man, there's like just the weirdest shit you can imagine. There's nowhere for me to start to really tell you other
just
than
like-
like chastity belts for men. That's like the first
What?
thing that comes to mind.
So is it just like oddities?
Yeah, and just it's weird. It's weird. It's like called eBay weird or strange or something.
Dude, I gotta Google this.
Did you guys ever
Well,
see that
just
video?
eBay it. Don't Google it.
Yeah,
Yeah, just get
Whatever.
on eBay. Did you guys ever see that video though of that news reporter, and he was reporting how Amazon made more money than Walmart did? Like I think it was 2014 or 2015.
Dude, do you know how much of my money goes to Amazon?
yeah. Amazon's fucking crazy.
Anyways, he comes back. I can't remember the exact video, but he's like, "Yeah, it's because you can buy adult toys on there." You know what I'm saying? And like all the other people in the fucking studio are like,
So
"Oh
what
my
you're
God,
telling
he just said that."
So
And
wait,
he's like, "Yeah, come on, guys, you can buy that shit on there."
I got all kinds of dildongs.
Yeah.
shipped right to your door in discreet
Discreet, yeah.
packaging.
By a drone.
You know what's pretty unfortunate is Amazon doesn't have. Do they have like a reward system based on money spent?
No.
Because my good friends at On It do, and
Yeah.
they're
Oh my god.
quick to remind you how much money you've spent in your lifetime there. Because
No
because
way.
because you get points, and I'm still not sure what the rewards are because they're so ridiculous. You have to get 1,000 points to get to the first level of rewards.
Oh, that's fucked
1
up.
point for $1. There's no like spend $5 get 7 points or something like that. It's
Oh
just-
no shit. So
They
it's
don't round
$1 a
it.
point.
It's $1 a point. There's nothing like spend $20 get 50 points or something. It's just
Well,
so
they're
so
trying
if
to get you on that subscription.
Wow,
where
that
they send you that
fucking
shit every
sucks.
month.
Which I am semi-annual sale. I spent $96 today at On It, so there
What
you go.
the fuck?
And I
Holy
and I
shit.
just made an order from them last week, and I just had to make another order because these prices aren't going to be this low again until Black Friday. So, but anyways, they keep and I've spent like six. So you can check your account and see how many points you have, and I have like 600 points, and it's like, oh, cool, 600 points. Hold. It means I've spent $600 at On It in the last year.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So there you have it. There you are, Alpha Brain.
You know what, Jake? You were the biggest fucking fanboy I have ever
I
seen.
know, man.
But you know what? I can't be mad at you because it's like the only thing from On It is good for you. So all you're buying is shit that's good for your body and your mind. So why am I going to be mad at you?
Well, this hat's not
benefiting
like super
yourself.
good for me, but
Well,
I think
good, though.
I'd
you
look
did
good.
buy some
Thanks to
useless
the-
socks that you sent me on Snapchat.
Dude, the socks, first of all, they were $3.50 for a pair of socks. Of course I had to buy
All right.
two. Like
For
I feel
tall
like I'm
socks,
losing
that's not that
money.
bad.
Who just
Right.
buys one pair of socks? I
You
mean,
gotta have two. I'm now up to 3. I'm thinking about buying 4 more so I can just have one for every day of the week.
There you go.
I mean, why not? Yeah,
On
I
it
got.
life.
Dude, we need to get Tiller on Alpha Brain.
Ooh, that's good.
You know
Is
what
that like
you
the
know what Alpha
Limitless?
Brain is?
The Limitless drug.
It's like a very, 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 very low portion of that in a way.
Yeah, I
It's the
had a
idea
buddy
of
that
Limitless.
that took some, and from I think it's just like mostly B12.
I don't know.
What in
It's more
In,
Alpha
like,
Brain?
I don't know about the Alpha Brain, but just the one that one of my friends has. It's like mostly B12 and then like magnesium, calcium, caffeine, and guarine.
Yeah, but that caffeine will fuck you though.
Right.
Especially because I mean I gotta drink coffee, and if I'm taking with something that has caffeine in it already, fuck.
Dude, I get way too amped. I can't fucking tattoo. I get all jittery and shit.
All methed out.
Oh, that's gotta be weird. Yeah, you have to have a steady hand.
Dude, you really get like jittery if you drink caffeine, and then I think about it because it gets in my head, and then I'll be like, "Oh, I can't do this," so I don't drink coffee anymore when I tattoo.
I fucking pound coffee. Oh god.
Dude, that's
All you
in the
have
morning,
to do is lift the heaviest shit you can lift.
I mean,
Yeah.
people spend a lot of money on like pre-workout drinks. Like, oh, I got that new C4. Nope, motherfucker, just drink a cup of coffee. You'll be good. I drink coffee, put some MCT oil in there, also from On It, no big deal.
try not to shit your pants.
You try hard.
See, and I've
If you stick
noticed
to a
that.
tablespoon, you'll be good. You'll
Over
be
a
good.
tablespoon, it's death's door, man.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely knocking on it.
That's the only upside of pre-workouts is they don't make you have to shit. But when you drink that warm coffee in the morning, it's bringing on a shit.
Dude,
and then you're at the gym, you're fucking deadlifting, and you're like, oh no, it's...
This is how I know Brad doesn't lift weights, because he was talking about a deadlift and had his hands over his shoulder. At no point during a deadlift are your hands above your shoulder.
Oh, my
They
God.
stay below your hips at all times, but I digress.
It's cool.
It was just the motion for lifting heavy things.
Dude, for me, I wake up in the morning, I get in my work truck, I start driving. I always have to stop and get gas in the mornings, so I'll stop and get gas. I get
Like every day? How much are you for like how
Dude,
much are you driving?
for sure.
to get gas every day?
For sure. Like today, I was in Ina, Illinois. Do you know where that's at?
Not at all.
I know it's far enough away to have to fill up your tank.
Yeah. And but anyways, I'll stop at a gas station. I'll get a hot coffee, but I'll also buy 2 waters and an iced coffee for later. So
Holy fuck!
Hey man, just for sure make your own coffee before you leave the house.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
What
Yeah,
the fuck,
fuck that.
AJ? Get you a nice little thermos.
Hey, speaking of fuck you money, like let me just go to the gas station every day and buy coffee.
Yeah,
4
because
coffees
you
and 8
waste
water.
Oh
money
yeah,
on coffee.
I'm balling, blowing $2.95 on a large cup.
$2.95 a day
a day.
for 5 days a week.
You said two.
For-
You said 2 cups of coffee in the morning.
Okay, so I bought like $7.
So $7. Yeah, $7 a day.
A day.
That's as much as a pack of cigarettes.
That's $35 a week.
And then you have your cigarettes on top of that.
I may as well just smoke a pack a day.
All I'm saying is if you didn't buy coffee, you would have money to afford personal training sessions.
Oh, that's
all I'm
rough.
See, but I run this podcast and do this like whole studio thing, and there's a personal trainer that sits like right across from me. So I think I'm just gonna get that for free.
Hey,
Fair
you
enough,
ever
fair
heard of a
enough.
Keurig or that coffee pot that sits right over there?
No, hey, my Keurig broke. I'm fucking
Okay.
pissed about
That's
it.
why you
have
don't
a
put
coffee
marinara
pot
in it.
right over there.
I feel like you're speaking from experience, Taylor.
No, I wish. It would be a lot cooler.
You know what would really make this French roast pop? Some marinara.
A nice to-go packet from Pizza Hut.
Dude, that's the future though. What if you take a little cup and you put it in like say a Keurig machine, and then next thing you know you have spaghetti with marinara.
Oh,
The noodles and everything.
Dude, everything just. I don't know. I don't know if
once?
it pours out like,
I don't
like
know
a
if that-
fucking coffee.
yeah.
It might be like a microwave where you just open the door and poof, there it is.
Or what if you could get
Your
one like
entire
a
meal.
like a Play-Doh machine? Like you push the thing down and it just fucking shoots out actual spaghetti.
That sounds way more fun than Keurig
I
spaghetti.
feel like they already have that. I feel like you can just take dough and shove it in one of those things and pull it down.
Yeah, but that's
I don't
not
know
as
if that's
cool.
true or not. That's me.
Well, don't
being
they have that
retarded.
little winding press that cuts your pasta for you?
Yeah, but then you gotta like do a bunch of shit to it. You gotta boil it, and you gotta like make it like rest. That's just too much work.
That's so
Wait,
much work.
hold on,
Keurig, you press
hold,
buttons.
hold.
And
Yeah,
you're
if you have a Keurig,
Hold.
you just press the button and it's good to
Hold.
go.
We have a chef in our presence.
Oh.
So school us on the art of making pasta.
Oh man, there's just so much that goes into that. You've got to have the right yeast, the right flour. I don't know how to do it.
No,
so
I don't.
ask
I don't
me.
know.
So don't ask me. I mean, fuck.
You're only going to culinary school.
Yeah,
and
he
shit.
just said you were a chef and you don't know how to make
Well, I
noodles.
changed majors actually.
What are you doing now?
Computer networking and securities.
That sounds way more profitable.
Wait.
It's a lot cooler too. I get to like learn instead of just some old dude is telling me, "Oh, you got to boil that longer." Oh, thanks.
Thanks, bro.
I'm paying you how much for this?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
if I like it rare?
like my pasta rare?
I like it doughy.
Now that we're officially off the rails, what else did we have up on today's lineup?
I don't know, but
Ooh.
I'm almost through my second
Oh,
adult
hold on.
beverage, and I don't know
what
it's not
we
good.
have on the rails that I want to talk to Jake about. Is
Oh.
Jake went to the float center today.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I went and floated.
And for
Getting
you
trippy.
dumb motherfuckers out there,
Well,
that
ex-
is a sensory deprivation.
yeah, I
tank.
didn't go on a float trip today, but that would have been cool.
Explain exactly what floating is.
Okay, so floating, and I wasn't sure how deep I was gonna go, but explain
a
exactly
pause
what it
and
is.
you're
I was like,
Well, I mean, a lot of
but-
people don't know what floating is. You know what I mean?
yeah. So like Brett said, it's called a sensory deprivation tank, and the idea is So there's this tank. It's full of about 2 feet of water. You lay in it. It's got I think it's like 1,400 pounds of Epsom salt in it. So it's salt water, and you literally just lay on it and you float. And the water.
Doesn't the salt make you like super buoyant? So you don't float to the bottom of the tank at
Correct.
all. You float. There's no touching anything. But you said today you like kind of touch the walls.
Yeah, so it's cool because you do float, and I imagine it's what like astronauts go through when they're in space and in zero gravity, because you just kind of float around and
Okay.
you bump into a wall, and without like pressing, you don't have to like press against it, you just like bounce off, and like your momentum keeps you going back and forth.
Now the water is heated to the same temperature as your body. Could you feel the water?
See, I could feel the water on this one. It was only like 90, she said it was like 93.5 degrees, so it was super close. I think I was being really critical, but I could feel the water.
Was this your first float?
Yeah, it was my first float. So the water's like 93 degrees, and also maybe I'm a big dude. I have a lot of body heat, so also my body temperature is probably a little higher in general than other people. But yeah, you float, and it's completely pitch dark. The most pitch dark situation I think I've ever been in.
Yeah.
And your ears are underwater, and you're wearing earplugs, so it's
Okay.
completely quiet. And the idea is to just deprive your brain of all senses and just kind of hang out and
So you're just with your mind.
correct. And
Now-
also with your breath, I didn't really realize, because I meditate. I do meditate pretty frequently, not as much as I'd like to, but I meditate very frequently, like just through watching and paying attention to and counting my breaths.
Okay.
And for whatever reason, because I was a dummy, I didn't think about how loud it was going to be when it was completely silent and my head was underwater.
Oh yeah, and you're
Yeah.
trapped in a tank.
So my breath was super loud. So I wasn't quite ready for that. But,
Just fucking mouth breathing.
yeah, it was crazy. But then I remembered like halfway through Rogan talking about breathing in the tank, where he takes long, shallow breaths instead of like just regular breathing. He
Well,
said he tries
and-
to make it like a minute long inhale and a minute long exhale, so they're really shallow and
and
not
it's
loud.
the same as meditation. When you meditate, if you're doing a guided or if you're just trying to meditate on your own, you focus on your breathing, and it's the long, slow, deep breaths, because you go down and then you come back up, and you follow that gradual rise and fall, and that's just, it kind of puts you into that state. It's almost like a repeating pattern you just follow in your mind, because you're so focused on that breath. And that breath, the way you do it, you're bringing more oxygen into your body by doing that. And I forget the scientific factors on how that improves your body, but bringing more oxygen into you, it just relaxes you more. And I think it of course it brings more oxygen to your entire body and to your brain, so you're basically doing that at the same time. And I think what the tank does is, if you can do that better, it brings about the meditative state super fast. Instead of, because when you're outside, there's so much outside interference that it's really fucking hard to get into a state like that. But when you're in a tank, and another good point with the tank is that it cuts off your body to your brain. You don't really realize your body's there. And so that just leaves you with your head and your breathing, so you can really go deep with that kind of shit. And it's really hard to explain to people if they've never meditated before. But if you have, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and so I will say that, one, I could feel the water. I was a little not upset about it, but I took mental note. I could tell that I could feel the water. But still, you can tell, it's very minimal feeling sensations in the skin.
No, I mean, how was it overall, though? I mean, was it relaxing? What was your takeaway?
Yeah, it was great. And part of it, so they have this deal, shout out to Harmony Bodyworks and Massage. Emily and Jen there, they're awesome. They took great care of me. Treated me like a baby for my first floating experience. These girls are super badass. So we all know about Float STL that opened up in St. Louis, and there's
right.
I'm not sure how long the wait is, but there's a waiting list to float, which is a little ridiculous. And they literally said, fuck that. And they opened up their own place in Edwardsville just so they could float whenever they want, and they've turned it into a business. And I think that's pretty legit.
Yeah, man, that is dope. And how many tanks do they have?
They just have one tank. They have one tank, and they have a massage bed.
It just doesn't get super overbooked, I guess.
I guess not. I called yesterday, and they got me right in. So
nice.
But so we're looking at pictures here of tanks. I know nobody can see them at home, but these are all tanks. Theirs is a room. So you go into a separate room and you open a door, and the floor is the size of a king size bed.
Oh,
what? It's 8 foot tall. So it's a complete huge room. It's not like a pod. You're not thinking about closing a coffin behind you or a tanning bed.
Right.
It's a separate room where you get to lay down and spread out.
That's probably better. When I first looked into Century tanks, I was kind of I'm not claustrophobic, but I mean I would prefer not to be in a space that really looks like it's smaller than I am.
So you're claustrophobic.
Yeah, well, it doesn't bother me. I'm not gonna freak out and start punching things or panic.
I have seen you freak out and punch things, though.
Well, yeah, but it wasn't due to claustrophobia. It's usually just due to Jameson or Stag.
A lot of Stag.
Or being around AJ while drinking.
Yeah, well,
I think
I think really it's AJ that gets like that from me.
But hold on, it's the combination. It's me by myself is fine. You by yourself is but us together, it's a recipe for trouble, man.
Yeah,
dude. And then you throw our other friends in there. So the Cherry Lounge is a perfect example of this rowdiness.
Oh God,
that's this fucking place. Bringing this up again,
dude. Sam Allen killed me that night. He was dancing all on that guy. This guy took a swing at our buddy. He was drunk.
Well, first he tried to throw a drink at him, and I just kind of made me laugh. And then I saw him wind back like he was gonna hit Sam. And I'll let AJ continue the story from here.
Okay, so he notices that he's about to hit our buddy, and our buddy's oblivious. Well, not oblivious. I shouldn't say oblivious, because he did start it. He was dancing up against this guy.
And he had told me watch this, dude. I'm gonna piss this guy off. And I always have to take care of him. It's ridiculous.
We call him Tiller Jr. and he hates it.
Yeah, TJ.
TJ. But anyways, he pisses this guy off. But Sam, in Sam's defense, he was drunk, and I mean, we were egging him on.
Of course.
It was me, Zach,
what a shocker.
Kyle, you, and Josh Hertfelder was there.
I think
and Gibby.
Yeah,
and
damn, the whole crew.
The whole crew, one car.
Whole crew. Well, come to find out, this guy that was getting ready to take a swing, knew the owner, I guess.
Well, we didn't find that out until later.
Yeah, we didn't know this till later. But this guy takes a swing, and as soon as Tiller sees this guy take a swing, I don't know if you guys can see the scale on the camera, but Tiller's a big boy. And when he comes at you, it's like a fucking freight train.
It's not good.
Picks this guy up by the nape of his neck and just sweeps him through 4 or 5 high tops comes down on top of him and just starts meleeing this guy.
He hated his life that night. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah, and then all of his friends jump in. It was a big squabble. We fucking...
We destroyed them all.
I mean, I hit a couple people, didn't get hit, you know, but it was all kind of like flashbang. You know, we were all watching it happen. Those guys were just reacting to it. So we were already kind of ready, and we knew what was going to happen. But afterwards, after I grabbed Tiller and get Gibby out of the choke holding some dudes, and I pull everybody out into the street. We get everybody out in the street, and they're inside just like, what the fuck? But I look around, and I do a head count. I'm like, we're all here. Let's dip. We start running down the road, and I'll let you continue.
So we start going down the road back to my car, and next thing you know, here comes the whole opposite team, if you will, fully loaded with like 4 beer bottles each, and they're just chucking them. And of course, Sam is heavily intoxicated. He's yelling at them about how none of us got hit and how they are all pussies and all this.
And he's standing in the middle of the street yelling this.
Yeah.
All of us are trying to get to the car. And I'm like, because I see just more and more motherfuckers pouring out of the bar. And I'm like, wait a minute. They're not bystanders. They're all mob. It's like mob action coming up the hill.
It's like at this point, it's not even the other team. It's like all of their friends, all the bar people are like, fuck these guys. Illinois faggots.
Yeah, and they start coming up the hill. And I mean, one dude, and then a couple dudes start sprinting. A couple of the guys that had gotten, well, the dude that got his nose split right the fuck open by yours truly over here, starts sprinting towards us. I'm like, oh fuck, here we go. And no sooner than I close the door on his Grand Dam, beer bottle breaks on the window. He almost had to run a dude over.
Yeah, it was bad. He was trying to, I don't know, stop me from driving. Like, dude, you weigh 200 pounds. This car weighs 2,000. How are you going to stop this? By getting your heart in my gears? So I just kind of went at it, and luckily for that guy, he got out of the way because I probably would have went to jail that night.
That one dude just kept. If we would have sit there for another 3 or 4 seconds, if he wouldn't have taken off, one of those windows were getting broke.
Yeah, shout out to Pontiac. Apparently, they make the strongest windows known to man. Because that guy hit my window at least 8 times with a beer bottle, and neither of them broke.
And then that other guy, the guy on the other side, on Zach's side, was just doing this, just bloodying his knuckles on the window. I'm like, that's gonna break. That's gonna break. And then finally, Tiller takes off. I was like,
it was sketchy. I thought that guy was literally going to get ran over. And I didn't know what was going to happen.
And here's the moral of the story. Even if you think you've got all your boys with you and you think that it's a good idea to start a fight, if we wouldn't have gotten those cars, we probably all would have been in the hospital. I don't give a shit how big Tiller is.
No doubt.
Or how tough any of us think we are. There were so many people. So many people.
And it's like Missouri fighters don't ever seem to stop. They just want to.
They got heart.
Yeah, they got heart. They just want to go until you're done and see what happens.
Was this in St. Louis?
This was.
Yeah.
A place called the Cherry Lounge.
Sense. It's in fucking St.
Yeah,
Louis.
for dubsteppery.
Yeah,
Dubsteppery.
it was craziness. But anyways, I don't even remember what the fuck we were talking about.
We were talking about float tanks.
Yeah, we were talking about
float tanks and then that. I don't know what happened. AJ, good job.
Woo! I'm glad we're staying on topic at least. Not.
Yeah, but I just wanted to wrap this up, put a pretty little bow on it because I really did. I'm a fan of these women that are running this place. And first of all, Tiller, you'll fit just fine in their tank. It's a king.
That was my next question.
Can you fit in a king size bed?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, then you're good. The only thing is you bounce off walls. It's the weirdest thing, like I said, but
kind of like a human pinball machine.
100%. Like you can't. You could fight it, but you're only going to make it worse.
So now does it take you out of it when you bump the wall?
Kind of. But I've talked to other people who have floated, and they said that's just a thing that happens. Like you just got to get past it.
Like tanks are a little bit better with that.
Possibly.
Because is it the water moving that is making you bump?
Well, if you make any movement at all, you're going to move the water, and then it's going to move you.
Well, do you think, like Tiller said, with the smaller tank, do you think that there wouldn't be as much room for you to drift?
Yeah, for sure.
basically?
I
So
mean,
you
technically,
would
it'd be
just
less
kinda-
water.
Yeah, for sure. Probably. But and also I worked out yesterday and I'm sore as shit. So like I was just like I wasn't able to lay still because I would get tight. So that was another thing that I was gonna say. They have package deals. This is not an ad for them, but if they wanted to sponsor us, it'd be awesome. They have package deals. If you just want to have a great ass fucking 2.5 hours of your life, you can go get an hour massage and then float for an hour. And if that's at all feasible for you, they'll give you a discount if you buy both at the same time. And I feel like that would have helped me a lot. I would have been just like loose and like even gone a little deeper. And I would have had to been worried about it.
And what did you say earlier? We were talking about this earlier, and you said that I don't know if this is true or not. I don't know their study behind this, but they say that like an hour of sleep in the tank is like 4 hours.
Yeah, that's what she said. She even
like
told
real
me
time.
She said that sleeping is advised in the tank. She said 1 hour of sleep in the tank is worth 4 outside. I highly doubt that's actually like a double-blind placebo effect fucking study.
Right.
But I can see where it would be awesome to sleep in the tank. But it's super weird. Like I was in there for an hour and I got out and she asked me if I fell asleep. And I don't know. I legitimately, it's so weird. It's like, so like the thought experiment where if you get into a spaceship and fly around the Earth at the speed of light, and you do it for like 7 years or whatever, it's 1,000 years on Earth or whatever. You feel like you're in that spaceship. Like you close the door and it's completely dark and there's no sound other than you breathing, and like time just doesn't exist. The only way to keep track of time is by counting your breaths.
Wait a minute. I have to back you up.
Okay. Did I lose you at physics?
Yes. So you're telling me, this makes sense. I just never thought of it this way. So if you are in a spaceship and you orbit the Earth at the speed of light for 7 years.
I just made up 7 years, but yes, for an amount of time.
It would only be how long on Earth?
It would be like 1,000 years, because time is relative, and the closer you get. And I don't know the fucking stats here. I've taken physics 101, but I do know that the closer you get to the speed of light, the slower time goes for people who are not going the speed of light.
Oh,
so
yeah.
if you AJ,
What's that movie?
Planet of the Apes?
No.
Interstellar. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you were to get into a spaceship and travel the speed of light and go to Mars and back, it would be like 4 months for you. It'd be a lot shorter if you
Dude, why aren't we doing that? Why don't we
You
have
can't go the
people-
speed of light.
Ah,
You can't.
yep.
AJ,
Only-
this is not Star Wars.
God
okay?
Only light can go the speed of light. It's the fastest. As of now, as with technology we have, light is the fastest moving thing.
I think Elon Musk can figure it out.
I think if anybody can figure it out, maybe him. But that's
you know
for,
what's fucked up is that we can create Star Wars. That's the most fucked up thing.
I don't know
that
if
you
it's
can-
fucked up.
You can think about, but people don't think it's real. People look at Star Wars and they're like, that ain't real. It's fucking real, and I mean, and we'll never see it, but in the next few generations down the line, Star Wars is a real fucking thing, and it can happen. We can get that far advanced with technology.
Yeah, I mean,
and be that. They can figure out an engine that can go at the speed of light and do a hyperdrive like that.
well, I mean, if technology keeps progressing the way that it has, because I mean, think about the 90s. In the 90s, what was a cell phone? What was the internet?
Right.
And look at it now and how much better it is now compared to those days. Not to mention how much it's integrated into our lives. So, I mean, if we're progressing in rocketry as well, companies like SpaceX making better shit all the time, that's plausible.
I appreciate that you pointed at me like I'm involved in SpaceX. You're like, I like SpaceX. Yes, thank you. I know I'm a low level executive. I know, but no. I mean, I fully believe that like if the human mind can imagine something, then it can be created.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, anything like if you were to go back in time and tell Plato that airplanes would be a real thing, he'd be like, yeah, get the fuck out of here. But I mean.
Right.
It's real now. It's real as
Right.
fuck. It's the safest way to travel. And so, I mean, right now, we're like, get the fuck out of here with traveling the speed of light. It's not possible. Who the fuck knows what's going to happen in 2,000 years?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's just fucking stupid that you can think of anything and it'll happen.
But if you're getting a sensory deprivation tank, it's like time doesn't exist. That was my point, and it's fucking freaky.
That is weird.
It's so dark.
How quick was it for you? Was it like you stepped in there, you laid down, and then it was like boom, over?
It wasn't like that. I made the analogy earlier to Brad about doing Take 10, the Headspace Take 10.
Yeah.
When you do 10 minutes with Headspace, it seems like you close your eyes, and then before you know it, he's like, stretch, you're good.
Which is a meditation app.
Which, that's only 10 minutes. It goes by really fast. This was like doing that 6 times. And I noticed that time was passing, but I can't. It's such a weird thing. Like, you would have to experience it. It wasn't quick. It wasn't a snap of the fingers, but it also didn't seem like an hour.
Well, there's no stimuli. There's no way at all to tell that time is passing.
Yeah.
You don't have your phone. You don't have anything. You don't have clocks. You don't have light. You don't have the sun. You don't have anything telling you, okay, well, this has passed. And that besides, like you said, you counting in your own head.
I did a lot of counting.
Or you just lose it and there's no time at all. You reach a point where it's just like, well, there's not time.
Which I'm hoping the second time I go, I'll be able to like get into that a little deeper, because the last 15 minutes were like super cool.
Yeah.
But it took me a long time it took me 40 minutes to figure out what the fuck I was doing. So I think if I can start out as that.
You ever think about, so you were in, pitch black. You had no light whatsoever. And there was like this, I forget what the fucking name of the movie was. And it was called The Descent. And there was like,
with the cave?
Yeah.
Oh, that fucking movie.
Fucking
Fuck that
monsters
movie.
down there,
Jesus.
Right? There was these nocturnal monsters that
Might be the scariest movie I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
scariest fucking thing ever. Well, they couldn't see, and they somehow developed echolocation like bats, and they never saw daylight. They only lived in this completely dark world. So basically, they don't have a sense of time. They just wake up, it's black, I'm going to move around. If I hear something, I'm going to fucking kill it, and I'm going to eat it. And I do this every day until one day I don't wake up.
Yeah, until one day something hears me and eats me.
Yeah, or that happens, That's fucking insane.
I want all you guys to do it, and also refer me. Like, say you heard about it from me, because then I get free floats. But that's neither here nor there.
Neither here nor there.
It's so like you guys can probably picture pitch dark, but you don't. Like, it was pitch dark. It was darker than the darkest country night, like darker than the darkest bedroom with your eyes shut. Like, I literally could not tell the difference between my eyes being closed and my eyes being open.
No,
Other than the fact that I physically knew that my eyes were open.
Yeah.
But there was no change in light
a long time ago, back when I still went to church, a guy at our church actually took us on a cave trip. It was either in Illinois or over in Missouri, but he went down in these caves, and he took us to this one point. He's like, I just want everybody to turn off your flashlight and really look at this and understand, like, if you don't have a flashlight, you are fucked. And of course he's Christian, so he's like, it's just kind of, it's kind of nerve-wracking.
This is what hell will be like if you don't fucking pray, motherfucker.
But that is the darkest I have ever been in.
That was aggressive.
Yeah, that is the darkest I have ever been in. When you turn those flashlights off, and there is absolutely nothing.
Yeah, that's probably comparable, I would
There's
imagine.
nothing besides my albino body glowing.
And there's nothing you can do to look around. Like, you're not seeing shit.
Yeah, there's nothing. You can't see the hand in front of your face.
That's what's so freaky about that fucking movie.
Right.
Whenever it's like dark and then they light a match and there's a fucking face and then I shit my pants. I gotta change my underwear. I gotta pause the movie and go fucking take a shower. It's like, God damn it.
This is exactly what Cassie was talking about last fucking week. She's like, this dude is so big. Look how muscular this dude is. But yeah, he's the one freaking out over scary movies. All curled up on her fucking lap.
That's true.
But it's fucking freaky that when you think about that dark If something is silent enough, it can be right there in front of your face, and you have no fucking idea.
So what I got out of this story is Jake's a little bitch.
No, I'm
Jake's
pretty sure a bitch.
bitch of scary movies in the dark.
Look, why? I mean, some people overcompensate with big trucks. I just happen to be a large man who overcompensates by fucking doing deadlifts because I'm a little pussy. And when I watch The Conjuring, I want to hide behind the pillow. Did you see The Descent too?
Yes.
Was it as good?
No.
No,
Because
probably not. So I never saw the second one.
Yeah, it was the shitty little brother of the first version.
Oh man, that movie.
You know how they do that with scary movies? Like they'll try to make a second one, but it's so low budget, and it's just like, why'd you even bother?
Paranormal Activity.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate them all.
I
Yeah.
hate them all. I think that sequels of anything. Name me a sequel that's better than the original.
Godfather 2.
Is that I've never seen Godfather 2.
It's way better than the original.
Okay, that's
Godfather
one.
3, it was terrible.
One.
I know the Star Wars movies are pretty good.
Yeah.
But they're
I'm not
that
gonna
doesn't
lie.
count because they're
That
all in
counts.
fucking different order. So we saw number 7 first.
Jedi fucking sucks ass.
I think they all stand on their own.
I'm a big Pirates of the Caribbean fan, and honestly, the first one was amazing. But I'm not gonna lie, that third one was fucking insane. The second one was fucking insane. That entire series.
Which is the one that had Keith Richards in it?
Keith Richards.
I think he was in most
that
of
was
them,
in the
wasn't
third
he?
one. No,
Was
Keith
he?
Richards.
I thought he was
the guitarist from
Blackbeard.
Rolling Stones.
Right, but
Yeah, he was like
He
his
was not
dad
Black,
or something.
No, he wasn't Blackbeard, but he was Johnny
yeah.
Depp's dad.
Yeah.
No, he was,
It was in
Orlando
the-
Bloom's dad.
No, Johnny
Johnny
Depp's
Depp's dad?
In
Yeah,
the
I
third
got it
one.
all
All
fucked
right,
up.
it's in the third one where they're at the Pirates Cove, that big fucking like pirate city made out of boats. And they're
That
at
part
the-
is crazy.
yeah,
Like,
they're at the
what the
pirate
hell?
court, and it's all like the head pirates, or anyways. Well, he's the biggest one of them all, and it's Johnny Depp's dad. And he just sits there and kind of plays the guitar, and he's just kind of strums it real lightly. And then they're like, well, withheld to the code. And he's like, bling, and like breaks the fucking string. He's like, the code is life.
Did you know that Johnny Depp is married to Amber Heard, who was like as old as I am? Johnny Depp's like 55.
But it's Johnny Depp.
And
How
still
many
wears
posts-
No.
still wears bracelets.
He's
How
in-
many
he's in a band
posts
now.
Do you see on Facebook of bitches going, "Oh my God, Johnny Depp,
My pussy's so wet."
Yeah, they just do that, and they don't even realize how old he is. But look at the motherfucker.
Right.
He looks like me, and he's fucking old,
I think it's all about the eyeliner.
Oh, definitely.
Eyeliner takes years off.
Yeah, the guy liner.
and he's tan as
The
fuck.
guy liner.
Yeah, he's in a band now, and they're not too bad, really.
Not. I was gonna say. I thought you were gonna say not too good.
What was the show where he actually played with somebody? He got up on stage and played guitar with someone.
The White Stripes.
Was it the White
Yeah, I
Stripes?
think so.
Okay.
It would seem like it would be anyways. Jack White and Johnny Depp. That's like a match.
Yeah, that for sure.
Yeah.
Match made in heaven.
I thought it was
gay heaven.
no. I thought it was Bruce Springsteen.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's the same kind of match.
Honestly,
though.
I really
They all-
don't know. But he did get up on stage and played with somebody. I forget where.
I mean, either way, they all love male accessories.
Oh, yeah.
Bracelets.
That's kind of like the rock star. I mean, in a way, Johnny Depp's more like a rock star than an actor, if you think about it. He has that kind of vibe.
No, but
I would agree with that.
He's an actor, though.
I know, but
I would disagree.
All
He
right,
may be
all
in a
right,
band
he's-
now, but
all right,
he did sing in Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, what
I
I
fucking
what I
love
mean by
Sweeney
that
Todd.
is his
I did
style
not
is
see it.
more rock star than actor. You know, he
No,
doesn't,
for sure.
he doesn't really put on the suit and get all fancied up unless he has to.
I'm with
Other
you.
than that, he's more of like a rock star, like a carefree. This is me. Get the fuck over it. I like bracelets.
I'm with you.
At 55 years old.
I'm bracelets. I'm fucking Johnny Depp, and I wear jewelry. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody can pull it off, it's him.
For sure.
He could do anything. He could dye his
true.
hair purple and
I mean, that dude
He'd
has
still be
done
awesome.
anything. He's
Right.
played every role in any fucking movie.
It's true.
Do you think he would have been a better Joker for Suicide Squad than Jared Leto?
no. Jared Leto's the sexiest man alive.
No. I mean,
Would
I
you,
haven't.
would you blow him?
Oh well, it would take the right amount of money from me, anyways. But
What were we talking, like $700?
$900 probably.
Okay,
Jared
cool.
Leto, I'll give him a deal.
All right,
not
I'm gonna lowball you. I'm going $850. Jared Leto.
Jared,
Hit us
get-
up.
Yeah, get at us.
I'm not
You
gonna
like
lie.
the beard and tickle, or you want the cheap rate? What do you got?
I think the beard's worth the extra money.
Yeah, you got to pay
Yeah.
extra for the beard. I can't compete with that. So if I
I'll
lose
even
'cause
give
of
out
that-
frequent flyer miles.
frequent dick miles.
Yeah, I'm
Buy
not
2
gonna lie.
BJs, get the third free.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think Johnny Depp would have done as good as Jared Leto. Like just from the trailers, I think Jared Leto pulls off that iconic kind of comic book Joker that nobody's really done in a long time. You know, I think people will get over the Heath Ledger. Like, yeah, it portrayed to everyone because everybody's in this kind of kick right now.
I don't know.
To where
Well, do you
everybody,
think,
but listen to my point of view on this. I think everybody loved Heath Ledger because he portrayed the most realistic, raw form of Joker we have ever seen in our lives.
Yeah.
I think with Suicide Squad, though, I think people will like it because it's a different form. It's more of a stylized, more of a cartoonic comic book take on it. But
here's
it's
the
a
thing
real
about-
person
Here's the thing
playing
about
it.
Suicide Squad is because I was really big into Batman and DC comics in general when I was younger. And so I've actually read the Suicide Squad series, and there's just not a lot of Joker in it, which I think is going to kind of aggravate a lot of people, especially like the 30 Seconds to Mars fan that are looking for Jared Leto to be on screen as much as Heath Ledger was,
Right.
because it's just not going to happen.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's a good point. Because, I mean, even in the trailer, they don't have a lot of
Yeah.
them.
I think Johnny Depp played a really good Mad Hatter in Alice in Wonderland, and I think he could have been like that same, just like crazy, kind of a half tick off Joker. Like,
I could see
like
it.
when I watched, like he's the Mad Hatter. He looks like
Yeah.
he's got mercury poisoning. Like he just
Dude.
freaks me out. It stresses me out seeing him. in
So
Alice in
I've
Wonderland.
seen that movie, but I haven't seen that movie.
Lights were on, but
Oh,
nobody was
God.
home.
Yeah, all right, so it was way back when that movie first came out. That was back when I was like 16. I was just in high school, and I just started smoking weed. And all me and my friends would do would get fucking blazed.
Hell yeah, 420,
We would
blaze it and
get-
praise it.
We would get so... we would get so...
Barbecued.
So fucking ripped. Well, we decided we're going to get fucking out there and go see this Alice in Wonderland movie because that's the druggy thing to do. Because, you know, so we go see this movie. We start it. I don't remember it. I was
imagine-
awake, too. I know I was awake. I did not fall asleep. I know I was awake. I don't remember shit.
I imagine it was probably pretty annoying being super high and then having to wear 3D glasses. Did you see 3D? 3D
I
version?
think we did. I think that might have been what fucked me up.
Alice in Wonderland, I feel like was like the second 3D movie. Like they blew it out of the water with Avatar, and Avatar was awesome. And then they like tried to
Yeah.
make Alice in Wonderland, and I was like flipping. I guess we're on camera now, so I can see this. I was like, I'd flip my fucking glasses up, and I'd be like, this is the same shit. Like this is 2-dimensional. Why am I wearing
Yeah.
these bullshit glasses?
Well, and that was when they first really came out with the 3D. Like it just now started. Like like they were doing it, and then everybody was like, "Oh, it's kind of cool," but it wasn't mainstream. You know what I mean?
That's how
Like,
I felt
and then
about.
now 3D is like super mainstream.
Yeah, that's,
IMAX 3D.
You know, I was actually gonna ask if it was dying out. Like, when's the last time you went and saw a movie in 3D?
Oh, if I go see IMAX, it's in 3D.
Yeah.
Okay, when's the
And
last time you went
it's
to
fucking
IMAX?
amazing.
I don't want to wear glasses. Fuck
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I'm not gonna-
I'm not. I wear glasses and like contacts anyway. So I've got a plan if I'm going to the movies. Oh, I got to make sure I put my contacts in.
I'm not
then
gonna lie. I
it's
saw. I think it was the new Godzilla movie in IMAX, and that's no joke. Like IMAX with the sound and the vision, it's so clear, and the sound is right there. It's fucking insane. Like I'm just a big movie nerd.
Yeah.
So I love IMAX. I think it's the best thing ever.
I'm a big fan of the dine-in theater over in Creve Coeur.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Old
Pretty
Cat-
swanky.
Yeah, old Cassie introduced me to it. Shout out, homegirl.
So it's a old school theater where you just
no, it's
drive up
completely
or-
new school. Dine-in, not drive-in.
Yeah.
Okay.
You go and they have recliners. They're like big red leather recliners, and there's a divider seat, and you can like pull it up so it turns into like a love seat, and you can like snuggle. But you got a waitress,
Can
and
you fuck on it?
Sure.
I mean, for sure you could. I mean, you could fuck in a normal movie theater, like if you wanted to. Like you just gotta get creative.
Yeah, I was gonna say you just got to be creative. Man.
But they have a full food menu, and they have a wine list, and they have beers, and like you have a waitress, and you call, and you kick back in your recliner. She brings you a burger and a beer, and you watch a movie. It's kind of changed my life. I gotta be
That
honest.
sounds like
She's-
the best thing in the world.
yeah, I mean, if you pay the extra money, it's good. If like for Christmas you get an AMC gift card, and you got some money to blow, like so you're just, man, let's go spend $750 $50,000 on a movie, but
That's
we
a little
could
steep.
we could have made our own fucking Hateful Eight, but let's go watch it.
Yeah. Hateful Eight. What a great movie.
Did you like it?
I love.
Oh,
I'm a
fuck it.
Tarantino
I know, me
fanboy.
too. I loved
I didn't
it.
get through it.
Oh my God.
I've heard multiple people who got up and left. My roommate got up and left.
I don't know why. I thought it was really good.
I thought it was fucking awesome.
What about
No,
the shittier Adam Sandler version?
I love
Eight
that.
I thought it was
Eight
pretty
Crazy
funny
Nights?
too.
No, ridiculous 6.
Oh, sorry, wrong. Sorry. I gotta be the little girl and go take a piss. So you guys continue.
No, Hateful Eight. I didn't get through it because my kid was crying the whole night, but I liked it because of the story.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, yeah, it's really slow and it's hard to get into because you're like, well, what the fuck is going on? And there's
Right.
all this weird twangy dialect. But then when they finally get to that fucking cabin, everything starts unraveling and there's this mystery and you finally start figuring it all out.
Well, it's crazy. Like Tarantino, so his early films, up till like basically Kill Bill 2, were basically
Yeah.
all like for him, like no real like meaning or significance to it. And now, like, you know, you look at Inglourious Bastards, it's kind of the thought of instead
I
of
love
having
that movie.
Yeah, instead of having the Jews be like, persecuted, it's like them taking over. You know,
Yeah.
the Bear Jew, he's fucking beating Nazis in the heads with
Yeah.
bats. You look at Django, and it's like, you know, the black man has the power. So then you look at Hateful Eight, and what Hateful Eight is supposed to be about is like the cabin is supposed to relate to the United States, and then it like deals with racism and I guess like sexual equality.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
because
there's always underlying tones in his movies.
Yeah.
So like the why am I drawing a blank on this one? The one with John Travolta in it.
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, Pulp Fiction. It's like and there's shit in his movies. It's like every clock in that movie. Anytime you see a clock, it's set to 4:20.
Yeah.
And it's funny.
He
dude.
does everything really like meticulously, and like you said, even just like random shots of clocks, all the way to like the soundtrack and who he's casting for what.
Well, what I like about his movies is like people don't think of movies as artwork, but when you look at him, he's an artist.
Right.
He's creating this. You know, I mean, yeah, he has help from a massive amount of people to create this vision, but he has that vision in his head.
Right. Yeah.
You know, he has the start of all that, and then it's basically like a chess game, and he moves his pawns to make this vision come to reality. And then like you said, like I'd never heard his movies put that way before, that they had
Yeah.
like that underlying, you know, factor to them. That's fucking insane.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes it's really subtle to where, you know, if you're not like a film major or like some kind of crazy film buff, that you won't get it.
Right.
Well, and you got to watch those movies over and over
yeah.
to get all the subtleties out of it. You could watch Pulp Fiction 10 times. You could watch Inglourious Bastards 10 times and get something different out of it every time. Be
Right.
like, oh, fuck, I
Yeah.
didn't even notice that part.
I mean, it's hard to fucking focus on a movie like that when your baby mama sits there and, why don't you talk to me? And I'm like, I'm watching a fucking movie. That's why we got it.
Yeah.
He
But
knows
you're
we're
not talking to me.
he knows we're an hour in and she'll never listen this far, so he can just talk mad shit.
Dude, I yell at her for it to her face. I don't have to talk shit. I'm like, I'm watching the movie. What do you want from me? This is why we got it.
That is literally like my hell, is someone asking me questions during the movie, whether or not they relate to the movie or not. I'm just like, come on, shut the fuck up.
Or it's
This
like
is
when
my
somebody
nightmare.
knows you've watched the movie and they're like, well, what happens here? Just watch it. Why do you want to know?
Oh,
You're gonna
yeah.
find out in 10
yeah,
seconds.
you're gonna ruin it.
Zach Hall, worst person to watch a movie with. Even if he is watching it, he'll be like, "Hey, what happened like 10 minutes ago?" Like, dude, move on. You're already lost. Just keep watching
you already
it.
lost it, bro.
Figure out something else to get confused on.
That's fucking funny. But that dude asked so many questions.
Is the dog okay?
The dog is okay.
She wasn't licking your twat. Good dog.
Licking my twat?
Your twat.
All
My
twats.
pot?
It's
just
twat.
so just so you guys know why we keep looking at my dog, is she had surgery today, so I'm just making sure she's not licking her shit.
Yeah, we can no longer breed with the Huskies next door, unfortunately.
They have puppies. if you want one.
No, I don't. But what I want is a Husky German Shepherd mix.
Ooh.
Well, too late now.
Yeah,
You
she's
fucking
fixed.
cut her lady parts out. You savage.
Can you put them
Yeah.
back in? Can you LS swap that bitch?
Shove them back in there.
Yep. Just go get them out of the trash. It's fine.
Yeah, just use them anyways.
So I met this lady in the gym, and I was just, making small talk or whatever. And she was telling me about her kids. That's always one thing I ask about. I ask about pets, and I ask about kids. And she's got 3 kids. One's 12 years old. The other's 5. And the other's 4. And I was like, oh, those are pretty close. She goes, yeah, they're 10 months apart.
Wow.
Wow.
I was doing math in my head. I was
Getting
like,
down to business.
Yeah, that's a fun wife.
I was like, they're 10 months apart. You're pregnant for 9 months. You're not supposed to have sex after you give birth for like 6 weeks. So
Yeah.
you were on that shit.
You're really not?
I
Yeah,
think
you're
Yeah, you're
not.
supposed to like recover. Well, Brad,
Oh,
you know.
yeah.
How long is it?
It's 6 weeks.
6 weeks, yeah.
And we did it before that. Don't do it before that.
Luckily, you didn't get her pregnant.
No, dude, I've been fucking adamant about it. Like, their hormones are fucking crazy right after they have the kids still,
Oh, yeah.
Their hormones are still raging and everything like that. So, of course, they're fucking horny as fuck. And I was like...
This is turning into fucking Love Line.
And I was like,
Late
I
night.
have no condoms
Late
here.
night.
I was like, this is how we got the kids. We didn't have condoms. I was like, I ain't doing this again.
I'm doing
And I
the
was like,
pull and pray.
and I was like, I heard that you are most fertile right after you have the fucking baby. So fuck that.
She said, give me another one, Daddy Bratty.
Pop another one in me.
You would have let
Daddy
me, god damn it.
I'm here to receive your seed.
She would have let me if I wouldn't have been like, fuck no.
Daddy Bratty is what everybody missed in that.
Ooh, Daddy Bratty.
Daddy
I'm not mad at
Bratty.
that. Ooh, we're talking about neck
That makes
tattoos.
me like cringe.
You're talking about neck tattoos?
Ooh, there you
Daddy
go.
Bratty across the throat.
No.
Daddy
That's
Bratty.
awful.
And
I
some-
still-
yeah.
I still
No.
tell me if you agree with this. I'm telling him to get the Hunter S. Thompson double thumb fist right here on his throat.
Yeah, you could do that. You could also get like a giant dick that has a Mickey Mouse hat on.
Ooh, I'm not mad at that either.
Yeah.
How does
Especially.
it
See,
go to something
you
cool
got-
like Hunter S. Thompson to a dick with a Mickey Mouse?
hey,
Well, I mean,
all-
you have a dick though. You don't have a Hunter S. Thompson.
All
I
I'm
would
saying,
get that tattooed on my leg somewhere, like real small.
All
But I
we're-
would not get that on my throat.
all I'm saying is that there's a variety out there, and you can figure it out.
Daddy, why is Mickey Mouse all slender and have 2 big balls at the end of him?
You did a very good child's voice.
Son,
Or just get a
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse with a huge
piece.
With a
Yeah, the
huge
piece is under the
But it's
shirt.
under the
It's
shirt.
under the
So
shirt.
then you pull down your shirt and like, hey, fuck you.
So you
Dick's
gotta
in
be
my
like
belly
a,
button.
you gotta be a special friend to see the dick.
I don't have enough room though with my chest piece.
Well,
Just cover it. Fuck it.
yeah, dick over the skull.
Fuck
That's
it.
fine.
Fuck that. Fuck my first tattoo.
Just
Fuck it.
just do a big black one. It'll be fine.
Solid black, looks like tribal. God, why did we have to go off on the rails with weird dick tattoos on?
Oh
me?
yeah,
not?
hey guys, a lot of celebrities died.
Oh yeah, fucking
Prince.
Prince, probably the biggest one.
Yeah, no more Purple Rain.
No more Purple Rain. China.
China, that one's near and dear to my heart.
Which
Poor
I don't
girl.
really know if I call that a celebrity because I didn't know about it because I don't watch wrestling.
Honestly, that was like my first crush, I think. She was
What?
like so crazy. Yeah, well, for wrestling.
What?
When I was a kid, my great grandma was like a diehard WWF fan.
God, your great grandma's awesome.
Yeah, she is. So she.
Way cooler than mine. She spent all her free time reading the Bible and knitting.
Oh man, yeah, I don't think I could deal with that.
So was this like the Afghanistan effect?
I don't know what that is.
So the Afghanistan effect is where
I have a giant beard.
when soldiers are overseas and there's women around, a solid 4 or 5 back here is an Afghanistan 10.
Oh, then yeah,
and
definitely.
your
definitely.
exposure was like wrestling chicks.
Definitely.
So like she was a 10 in wrestling chicks.
Yeah, she
But-
wore like the skimpy like Xena Princess Warrior like outfit.
She
and
was.
was just like slamming dudes around and like slapping the wrestling bitches.
So what
Apparently
you're telling me?
she's been getting slammed because I heard she was into porn now.
Yeah, she told Vince McMahon to go fuck himself so she could make porn tapes.
And so what I've gathered from this is that you want women to throw you around in bed. You're gonna have to have a pretty big girl.
I like them big.
You know what's weird? I think whenever you're a big guy, you have that. It's always like if you're a big guy, you want to be small. If you're a small guy, you want to be big and buff. I think if you're a big guy, you want to get slapped around a little bit. I do. Like, I keep ending up with these tiny girls who couldn't physically throw me if they tried.
So that's why you're making her deadlift.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get thrown across the room.
I feel so abusive
So
to you.
you have to let her listen to this part so she knows that you need to rough Jake up a little bit.
No, she
Cassie,
knows.
I'm looking at you.
Cassie, you know.
You know.
She knows. Don't
Slap
worry.
him around a little
Don't
bit.
worry. She knows.
Just slap him around a little bit. Choke him. He likes to be choked. It's,
Get on that weird eBay, get
Grab
you a
the
chastity
balls
belt.
and yank.
You'll be good to go.
and we've come full circle.
and we've come full circle.
It's always beautiful when that happens organically.
And we skimmed over dead people, but that always happens in threes. I just wanted to point that out.
It's creepy, right?
I already forgot her fucking name.
Then again, I'm sure thousands of people died, so
And
it's
then
not like
hold-
those
hey,
three are
the-
like the Trinity, but
Only 3 people are allowed to die per day.
per
That's
week.
the limit.
Only
Well,
3 per week.
Yeah,
the
that's
biggest
limit.
one to me is Doris off of Everybody Loves Raymond.
I hated that show.
Oh,
I'm gonna throw it out there.
I don't
sir. Well, you're never invited back. And
My
It's
parents
very-
and my grandparents used to watch that all the time, so that's what I grew up on as a
It's-
fucking kid before it got canceled.
It's very presumptuous to just assume that everybody loves you.
Yeah.
But in the show, everyone did love him. Poor Robert.
Hey,
Somebody's
maybe
got a big ego.
should we rename the podcast to Everybody Loves the Information Assault?
I think so. I think that'd be pretty
Yeah.
accurate.
That's pretty good.
That's a long hashtag, though.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
I'm all about long hashtags, though. Sometimes I hashtag long hashtag, like that's just for goofs.
Remember when AJ sent us that picture of him shitting, and one of the hashtags was too many hashtags?
Yes. It was a glorious shit in the middle of nowhere. It was nice.
Those are the best. Shitting in nature, the way that shitting was intended.
That's what I'm saying. I just popped a squat and went after it.
I think I want a squatty potty. Have you heard of these?
No.
So a squatty potty, first of all, if you've ever squatted in the woods to do a number 2, you know that that's just the easiest way. There's less mess. You're just like, your body's more...
Well, and your cheeks spread.
But it
you
feels
know?
so weird. It's like so much different than what you're used to. You
No,
know?
but it
I
feels so
heard
much
that you were
better.
supposed to. Like, that is
Well, yeah,
how
that's-
humans are supposed to shit. They're not supposed to sit down like we do. You're supposed to squat.
That's like in like a lot of Asian countries, like their public restrooms are literally just like holes in the ground with like grip tape next to them for your feet. For real, it's terrible.
Yeah,
and
so
they're
you-
just dirty as fuck.
Yeah, so you can get a squatty potty, which is just like a platform that you put that raises your feet up, and you like can actually squat over your toilet at home. I think I want one.
You know, I don't think that I'm going to buy one of those because if I want to squat, I'm just going to go shit outside.
That's kind of hard to do in like the middle of Granite City.
Pontoon Beach Life.
Pontoon Beach.
You shit outdoors.
Well, I mean, where I work everywhere, and all of these cell phone towers, for the most part, are in the middle of nowhere. So
Dude, you should shit off the top.
I
of
was
the
just
tower.
gonna go there. I was seriously just gonna go there.
You just hey guys, Geronimo, look out below.
Snapchat the shit out of that shit.
I have to tell you, I have pissed off the top of a tower.
I don't think
ballsy.
you're allowed to do that, are you?
I mean, I did it. When you got to go, man, you got to go.
Yeah. Well,
I wasn't going to climb all the way back down having to piss like a Russian racehorse.
God, dude, imagine if you got hit by that shit from up on top of the tower.
God.
Oh no! Like those things
Hey,
are
you
going
better be-
so fast. Like
That's-
that would be the worst day ever. This is gonna knock you out if it's big enough.
what if he ate Taco Bell for breakfast?
Oh God!
But I'm going to tell you that this piss off the top of the tower had to be more strategic than you think. Because I got a guy and trucks and tools down below, right? So I had to, it just happened to work out that the wind was pushing away from all of that. So I told him, don't stand on this side of the tower. Just chill out for a second. It's going to be raining. Slight chance of showers.
Oh, speaking of Prince, it's not purple rain; it's just a golden rain.
Golden rain.
That's R. Kelly style.
This far
I
away
R.
from
Kelly'd
it
that
as I
fucking
could.
cell
I
phone
wanna
tower.
piss on you.
Rub my doo-doo butter all over you.
Well, on that note, folks,
Drip, drip, drip.
we're over an hour.
Are we?
Way over an hour and 15.
Awesome.
Oh, that was fun.
That's awesome.
So I mean, we got to wrap this bitch up.
We got to wrap this bitch up.
We all got to be adults in the morning and shit. We can stop being.
I gotta go home
goofs.
and stay up all night with my child.
Oh, it's tough. I thought he slept.
He does.
Thought he was a sleeper.
I have to get up early with him though. Well, the schedule is that his mom wakes up and she goes to work at like 7:30. So I'm with him then on, and most of the time he doesn't really go back to sleep that much. So I basically have to be up by 7:30 like she does.
It's funny to me that 7:30 is like getting up early for you.
Dude,
I'm
a
don't-
tattoo artist. I don't have to be at work till 12.
I don't have a kid. I'm just up at 6. I'm just awake. I can't go back to sleep.
I wish I had that problem. That's a good problem to have.
I'm not complaining about it.
I mean, if I didn't have a kid, I would get so much shit done.
You would still be
though?
sleeping until 12.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, if I
You
didn't
would
have
still
a
just not get shit done. Don't
If
kid
I-
yourself.
But if I was
You
like
didn't get
Jake,
shit done before the kid.
but if I was like Jake and just woke up at like 6 and was wide awake, I would get shit done.
Oh, well, yeah.
But me being the
Hypothetically
lazy
speaking.
bastard that I am, I wouldn't wake up. I'd sleep till 12.
Well, I think that about does it for
I
this
think
episode,
so.
guys.
Yeah.
But thanks again, Tiller, for coming on.
Yeah,
No
fill
problem,
in. You
guys.
saved the night.
Save the day.
That's what I'm here for.
Captain Save a Ho.
Oh, I'm not mad at that.
Captain
Ayo.
Save a Ho.
Summer of 2018, Captain Save-A-Ho,
I'm
the
not mad.
newest Avenger.
The Blackbeard of the Avengers.
Hey,
Look,
now.
look at that beard.
I'll get out of the way, but there's a banner behind me. It's Bulletproof Works. It's our sponsor. If you guys need vinyl stickers, signs, anything cool like that, hit up Bulletproof Works on Facebook. Bulletproof Works, Facebook/Bulletproof Works. Aaron Ridenhour's a stand-up dude. Runs a hell of a business.
Yeah, he's making me some badass business cards. I know he made Brad's business cards. I got some
And
coming
my
down the
stickers.
pipe as well. They're gonna be way cooler than the cookie cutter ones that I got from the company that I work for.
There you go. And where can they find you, Brad?
All right, guys. So I keep telling everybody, but in case you haven't fucking heard already, I have moved to Underground Artworks. It is still in Edwardsville. It is at 435 South Buchanan Street in Edwardsville. It is 618-655-0582. My schedule is kind of weird. I work Monday, Tuesday, and then I'm off Wednesday, and then back on Thursday through Saturday. So hit me up anytime between then. I've been taking a lot more walk-ins now lately, so hit me up if you want to do a walk-in on any of those days.
And where can they find you, Jake?
Yeah, if you guys are into sports talk that you won't hear through the everyday 24-hour media cycle, come check us out at From Under the Bleachers, FromUnderTheBleachers.com, Stitcher, iTunes, all the good things. It's just non-PC sports talk. And, you know, if you like a couple cuss words and when you're talking about Kobe retiring, come check us out. Our schedule, I got to be honest, we're not as consistent as I would hope to be, but we get shit out every week. So come check us out. Appreciate it.
And, thanks for joining us. You want to shout out your Twitter there, Tiller?
I don't tweet.
You don't tweet?
No.
You're not a twatter?
No, I don't do it.
All right. Well,
Hey, subscribe on iTunes, you friendly people.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic guests of fans of the show, and guests can also subscribe.
Yeah,
And
for
hey, guys,
sure.
please, if you haven't commented on this already, comment on the video, comment on our Facebook, give us any kind of feedback you want to give us likes, or just be like, hey, your show fucking sucks. I mean, I don't care. Just give us anything.
You're inviting hate.
Blow it out.
I don't care.
Fuck them.
Blaze it and praise it.
Blaze it and praise
Yeah,
it.
just give us some feedback, guys. Thank you for listening.
And on that note,
Chill the fuck out.